Oh shit, it's recording. Hey, what's up, guys? This is kind of neat. So, my lady had an old Kobo e-reader, and I'll tell you what the problem is in a second, or was, or is. But check this out: the battery's out, and it stays like that. I think I got to look up how e-ink works, but I think that's what makes the battery last so long. Is it just kind of does some shit to the screen, and it just stays like that until until it's refreshed or it's told to do something else. That's my guess anyway. So she had this old Kobo e-reader. I went on YouTube. It's really cool now, right? You go on YouTube. There weren't that many videos about how to fix them, but the case just kind of pops off. Real, you kind of get your fingernail in there and it pops off. The problem is it wouldn't charge, and you could actually hear the USB thing shaking around in there. Now, I thought it would have been a wire, but it was actually it's actually soldered right there. So you can see why there's a huge problem with charging it, because the USB here, where's the side? There you go. The USB thing was just totally disconnected, right? So I'm going to take this to a little computer area. Actually, I'm going to go to a video game area. I need to buy some Wiimotes. So yeah, this is neat. And then whenever I take stuff apart, I tend to just lay the the screws in the order that they were when I took it apart. So there's the 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think there were 2 little screws there, some shit. But when I put it back together, I'll know. Used a little jeweler's screw, but now she unleashed a monster. So when I was younger, focus is kind of cool on this now. When I was younger, I used to, it was in grade school, right? Like my Aunt Mary bought our family a computer, and yeah, that was in grade school. And then when I was going into middle school, like CD-ROMs came out around that time. And I had to, someone bought one for me, I think, for Christmas. I think it was like $500, right? Just for the CD-ROM drive. And it took me forever to get it installed and how to figure out, how to put it in. Oh, here I'm watching, I already saw the whole season 2, but I'm rewatching Mr. Robot kind of in the background while I do stuff. Anyhow, so there was this fan I was just going to throw out, but Mag was like, no, keep it. And I was just going to throw it out because the little clips here that screw those things together are missing. But I think I'll be able to just use a little twist die, one of these, and just tighten it up. Anyhow, so it started, I was just going to clean the front. The front was already off, so I started cleaning the front. And then I was like, oh, what's this? Then I took the blade off. And then I'm like, oh, what's this? Then I was able to take the back part off. And then I was like, oh, what's this? And I was able to take this off. And then I was like, oh, look at this, And then I took the top. Where's the little plastic thing? I was screwing this for a while, but I guess I just pulled it off, right? You see it's got a little thing there. Anyway, so we break it down to here. And, like a long time ago, I remember, learning basic stuff about how an electric motor works. But like, look at the coils. There's coils there on the front. There's coils there on the back. And the coils just stay in place as this thing spins. And I got to look it up again. But what I'm guessing is the magnet is on the magnets are on the part that moves. Yeah, where else would they be? And that maybe sometimes the magnet is fixed and that spins. I'm not sure. Anyhow, I'm like, dude, it's cool, man. Like, this is only like the person or the persons who came up with this and put it together into something functioning. Like, that's only like 200 years. It's only like 200 years old. Like, that's pretty crazy when you think about it, right? So, I looked that up. That was cool. And then, like I said, I got to get a Wiimote. 2 Wiimotes, actually. So she has a modded PS2 there, fucking old school, and a modded Wii. And I remember I had a friend back when I worked at Best Buy who used to mod PlayStation 1s, I think, and he had a nice little business. And, you know, you would think you need to know something really advanced, but you really don't need to know anything back in the day, right? There was basically you soldered some chip somewhere or something, right? What I'm pulling this out for is this controller didn't work, but now I'm all, you know, now that she got me rolling on the Kobo, and then, like I said, I was going to throw this fan out. I'm like, let me open this up and see what the deal is there. But I feel like I had a moral of this story. I think the moral of the story is like, you know, learn how things work, even if you don't go to the depth of how it works. Like even TVs, man, we're surrounded by fucking magic everywhere. Even something as simple as a light bulb, right? We take all this stuff for granted, but this dude's all into time. Like, dude's like obsessed with time. That's the FBI chick trying to figure out what's going on with the hackers. And how appropriate. Did I say that already? That I'm watching some hacker thing, pulling stuff apart. But anyway, yeah, take time and figure out how things work. It's kind of fun, you know. If something, especially when something breaks, you know, you could just take it apart and give zero fucks about it, right? Like, this is broken, so I'm gonna take it apart nice, but you don't have to be afraid of messing it up. The Kobo, I was a little bit afraid of messing it up, but again, it was basically broken, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. That's the main character. Yeah, that's it. I think I'm gonna get into mechanical engineering of sorts. You know, like just the basic. Like, it's crazy to think that all this is going on to turn electric power into, you know, mechanical power. So, all right, guys. Thought I'd just share that neat little thing in life later.